Why does Hollywood keep remaking safe alien movies? Because truly disturbing ones are buried on streaming. You won't find these 12 nightmares in your recommended feed. These films broke taboos. They traumatized rental clerks. They made audiences vomit. Now they lurk in digital shadows, ready to ruin your evening, cancel your plans, dim the lights. Here are the 12 most disturbing 80s alien films hidden on streaming. Number 12, Extra, 1982. A father vanishes after a blinding light. 3 years later, he returns. But not as a man. Extro delivers one of cinema's most shocking alien rebirths. A woman cradles a large egg. The egg hatches into a fully grown man. That man then forces his own son to witness a brutal murder. The practical effects are sickeningly real. This British horror gem refuses to look away. An alien force manipulates reality. Toys come to life. A panther stalks a living room. The infamous clown scene still haunts collectors. Extro understands family trauma better than any therapy session. The alien does not arrive in a sleek ship. It emerges from human pain. A parasitic intelligence uses broken bodies as vessels. The final shot will make you fear the dark. Streaming services hide this one deep. They know parents might click play expecting ET. They would regret that mistake instantly. Extro is raw, unfiltered 80s nightmare fuel. No CGI, just latex sweat and genuine terror. Watch it alone, then sleep with the lights on. Number 11, Contamination, 1980. What if alien eggs looked like pulsating sea urchins? And what if touching them made your chest explode in grotesque detail? Contamination answers that question with gallons of fake blood. A cargo ship drifts into New York Harbor. Crew members are dead with massive holes in their rib cages. An ex-astronaut discovers a sinister plot. Alien Cyclops creatures send green glowing eggs to Earth. The egg explosions are the main attraction. Each burst sprays bright red entrails across the screen. The sound design mimics a wet balloon popping. But the film's real controversy comes from its tone. It feels like an Italian ripoff of Alien, yet it surpasses the original in pure gore quantity. Critics hated it. Audiences craved more. The alien mastermind has one huge eye and a penchant for long speeches. Contamination does not care about logic. It cares about shock value. Streaming algorithms flag this movie for excessive violence. You will not find it on mainstream platforms. Seek out the uncut version. The American release trimmed the best explosions. This is alien invasion as body horror. No subtlety, no mercy, just radioactive guts on camera. Number 10, Galaxy of Terror, 1981. Roger Corman produced this psychedelic nightmare. A rescue team lands on a mysterious pyramid planet. Their fears manifest as deadly creatures. One crew member fears worms. A giant maggot appears. That maggot scene is the reason this film is hidden. A female character gets pinned down. The worm violates her. The camera does not cut away. James Cameron worked as production designer. He built the disgusting set. The alien life forms feed on psychic energy. Each death matches the victim's deepest phobia. Another man fears suffocation. He gets buried alive by sand. Another fears tight spaces. Walls crush him slowly. The pyramid shifts its geometry like a living trap. Galaxy of Terror does not offer hope or heroes. Everyone dies badly. The final confrontation is pure cosmic horror. An entity absorbs consciousness into a screaming void. This film disturbed test audiences so much that distributors demanded cuts. Even the edited version feels wrong, like watching a nightmare you cannot wake from. Streaming services hide Galaxy of Terror behind age verification, and even then you might need a strong stomach. The worm scene alone has ruined countless movie nights. Watch if you want to feel dirty afterward. Number 9, The Deadly Spawn, 1983. A meteorite crashes near a rural New Jersey home. Inside is an alien creature that feeds on flesh and reproduces through biting. The deadly spawn has multiple heads. Each head has a circular mouth full of needle teeth. The monster grows quickly. Soon it fills the basement. Its offspring look like leeches with legs. They swarm the kitchen. A mother gets devoured while making breakfast. A father gets dragged into the basement screaming. The film's low budget works in its favor. The puppet effects are wonderfully slimy. The alien does not move fast. It waits in shadows. It strikes when you least expect. A teenage boy becomes the unlikely hero. He uses gardening tools to fight back. The deadly spawn respects the rules of 80s creature features. Show the monster early, kill sympathetic characters, end with a hint of more spawn. What makes this film truly disturbing is its family setting. Aliens do not invade a space station. They ruin a weekend at mom's house. Streaming services buried this one because of the child deaths. Yes, a kid gets eaten on screen. No happy ending, just a basement full of alien mouths. Practical effects artists deserve medals for this slimy masterpiece. Pure, unapologetic B-movie terror. Number 8, Without Warning, 1980. An alien hunter stalks a rural gas station. It throws razor-sharp starfish creatures that burrow into flesh. Without Warning starts like a slasher film. Then the sci-fi horror creeps in. Jack Palance plays a paranoid war veteran. He knows about the alien. No one believes him. Three teenagers go camping. They encounter the creature one by one. The alien has a unique hunting method. It flings living projectiles. These creatures latch onto backs. They drain blood rapidly. Victims collapse pale and lifeless. The film's atmosphere is relentlessly bleak. No heroes arrive to save the day. Martin Landau appears as a creepy scientist with his own agenda. The twist ending reveals the alien is just a scout. A much larger force waits off-screen. Without Warning predates Predator by 7 years. Same concept, different execution. The alien design is unconventional. A squat humanoid with glowing eyes and a horrible screech. Streaming services ignore this film because of its obscure distribution. The rights are tangled, but the real reason is the film's mean spirit. It hates its characters, it wants you to feel hopeless, and it succeeds. Watch for Jack Palance's unhinged performance. He throws dynamite at shadows, a perfect hidden gem for alien horror fans. Number 7, Inseminoid, 1981. A group of space archaeologists lands on a barren moon. They discover alien crystals. Then one crew member gets dragged into an underground cavern. She emerges pregnant, with alien twins. Inseminoid takes the alien formula and twists it into something far darker. The pregnant woman goes insane. She kills her crewmates one by one, not quickly. She uses tools and weapons. She eats their flesh. The film does not shy away from graphic violence against pregnant women. Critics called it exploitation. Defenders call it a nightmare about maternal rage. The alien offspring eventually burst out. They look like slimy rubber puppets, but the real horror is the mother. She becomes a feral killing machine. Inseminoid asks a disturbing question. What if motherhood turned monstrous? What if alien reproduction destroyed all human empathy? The ending offers no redemption. Everyone dies. The alien twins wander the moon alone. Streaming services banned this film in several countries. The uncut version contains a scene of cannibalism that still shocks. Do not watch this film expecting cool aliens. Watch it for the psychological descent, for the screaming madness, for the final shot of a blood-soaked woman laughing. This is alien horror at its most uncomfortable. Number 6, Creature, 1985. A Titan-find mission goes wrong. An ancient alien creature awakens. But this is not your average monster movie. The creature has a secret. It is a queen protecting her eggs. The crew of a space station must survive the night. Creature steals from Alien and the Thing, but the execution is uniquely sleazy. The alien design is a man in a rubber suit. That suit has a hinged jaw and glowing red eyes. The kills are creative. A man gets his head crushed slowly. Another gets impaled on a spike. The film's biggest controversy is the runtime. Multiple versions exist. The director's cut adds 10 minutes of gore. That version is impossible to find on streaming. Standard digital releases cut the best scenes. Creature also features Klaus Kinski's brother. He gives a terrifying performance as a mad scientist. The alien queen eventually reveals her full form, a giant puppet with multiple limbs. The final battle involves flamethrowers and collapsing caves. What makes Creature disturbing is its nihilism. The survivors cannot escape. The alien will eventually breed. Its offspring will spread across the galaxy. Streaming services hide this film because of poor restoration quality, but horror fans seek it out. The practical effects are gloriously gross. The latex monsters sweat on camera, a forgotten gem of 80s alien horror. Number 5, Life Force, 1985. A space shuttle investigates Halley's Comet. It discovers a derelict alien ship. Inside are 3 naked humanoid vampires. Then, everything goes wrong. Life Force is the most expensive British horror film of the 80s, directed by Tobe Hooper of Texas Chainsaw Massacre fame. The film combines 3 genres: space exploration, vampire horror, zombie apocalypse. A female space vampire named Matilda May appears completely nude for most of her screen time. She drains life force through eye contact. Victims become desiccated husks. Then they rise as mindless zombies. The zombie plague spreads across London. Streets fill with animated corpses. The film's special effects are stunning. Bodies shrivel in seconds. Buildings explode. The alien vampires have a hive mind. Their leader is a giant bat creature made of energy. Life Force was a box office disaster, too weird for mainstream audiences, too sexual for horror purists. Now it lives on streaming in a cut version. The uncut film contains full frontal nudity and extreme violence. Streaming services warn viewers repeatedly. The real controversy is the plot. It makes no logical sense. Space vampires want to absorb Earth's life force. Why? Who cares? The visual spectacle is unmatched. Canon Films spent millions on practical effects. Every frame drips with 80s excess. Watch for Patrick Stewart in a small role. Watch for the zombie transformation scenes. Watch with an open mind and a strong drink. Number 4, Terror Vision, 1986. A family installs a satellite dish. An alien signal transmits a hungry monster. The creature comes through the television. Terror Vision is a comedy horror, but the disturbing content is real. The alien looks like a fleshy trash pile. It has one huge eye and tentacles. It eats anyone who watches the signal. The film satirizes 80s consumer culture. A sleazy cable host encourages the violence. The family members are caricatures: a bodybuilding father, a swinger mother, their horny teenage son, their metalhead daughter. The alien consumes them one by one, but the deaths are played for laughs. A man gets dissolved into a puddle of goo. A woman gets crushed by the alien's weight. The special effects are deliberately cartoonish. So why is this film disturbing? The answer is the tone. Terror Vision cannot decide if it wants to scare you or make you laugh. The alien passes gas, then it eats a child. The tonal whiplash is deeply uncomfortable. Streaming services hide this film because of its sexual content. A subplot involves the parents swapping partners. The alien watches from the TV. The ending reveals the monster is just a baby. Its parents arrive on Earth. A giant spaceship blocks out the sun. Terror Vision is bizarre. It is gross. It is uniquely 80s. Watch it for Garrett Graham's over-the-top performance as the cable host. Watch it for the puppet effects. Do not watch it with family. Number 3, Invaders from Mars, 1986. A boy witnesses a strange craft land behind his house. His parents go to investigate. They return as different people, cold, emotionless, with a small hole in the back of their necks. Invaders from Mars is a remake of a 1953 classic. Director Tobe Hooper turns childhood paranoia into pure nightmare fuel. The aliens burrow underground. They teleport humans to their cave base. Victims get brainwashed by a giant pulsating brain. The film's most disturbing images involve the neck holes. A small incision marks the transformation. Parents no longer recognize their children. Teachers become monsters. The alien leader is a puppet with tentacles and a feeding tube. It consumes human brains. The special effects are wonderfully grotesque. A man melts after escaping the alien ship. A creature swallows a soldier whole. But the real horror is the isolation. No adult believes the boy. He must fight aliens alone with help from a school nurse. Streaming services rarely recommend this film. The distributor let the rights expire. But the deeper reason is the film's target audience. It looks like a kid's adventure movie. It feels like a trauma trigger. That scene where the mother tries to feed her son a dead rat? Unforgettable. Invaders from Mars is a hidden masterpiece of 80s alien horror. Watch it to remember what genuine childhood dread feels like. Number 2, The Being, 1983. A toxic waste accident creates a radioactive alien mutant. The Being hides in an Idaho town's cave system. It emerges at night to kill. This film is the definition of hidden streaming obscurity. You will not find it on any major platform. The being stars Martin Landau as a sheriff. A young boy goes missing. The monster is a practical effect nightmare, a slimy bipedal creature with glowing eyes and razor claws. The kills are brutal. A teenager gets torn in half. A couple in a car gets crushed. The local mayor tries to cover up the incident. A scientist explains the creature's origin. Alien spores from a meteor combined with toxic waste. The being cannot be killed by normal means. It regenerates lost limbs. The film's pacing is slow. The atmosphere is thick with dread. Small town secrets, corrupt officials, a monster that eats everything. The most disturbing scene happens off-screen, a child lured into a storm drain. You hear the screams, then silence. Streaming services ignore the being because of its poor video quality. Only bootlegs and rare DVDs exist, but horror collectors treasure this film. It represents the scrappy, independent spirit of 80s creature features. No studio interference, no happy ending. The final shot shows the creature still alive, still hungry, still hiding. A true hidden gem for patient viewers. Number 1, Blue Monkey, 1987. A man cuts his hand on a mysterious plant in a greenhouse. He is admitted to a hospital. The plant releases an alien insect larva. That larva grows into a giant praying mantis. Blue Monkey, also known as Insect, is the most bizarre entry on this list. The film takes place almost entirely in a hospital. A detective investigates the outbreak. A scientist identifies the creature. It is an alien insect designed to pollinate dying planets. Its preferred food source is human respiratory tissue. The mantis grows to the size of a small car. It stalks the hallways at night. Patients disappear from their beds. The special effects are low budget but effective. A giant puppet mantis with snapping jaws. A nest of eggs pulsating in the ventilation system. The film's disturbing content comes from its setting. Hospitals are supposed to be safe places. Blue Monkey turns them into hunting grounds. A newborn baby gets threatened. An old woman gets dragged into an air duct. The mantis eventually finds the maternity ward. The climax involves a race to destroy the nest before babies become food. Streaming services hide Blue Monkey because of its absurd premise. A giant alien insect in a hospital. That sounds ridiculous. But the execution is genuinely tense. The creature design is creepy, the body count is high, and the final shot teases a sequel that never happened. Seek out this forgotten alien horror film. It deserves more attention. Just do not watch it before a medical procedure. Those 12 alien nightmares are hiding on streaming for a reason. They bite, they violate, they haunt. Now you know where to find them. Watch one tonight, regret it tomorrow. Subscribe for more forgotten horror. And remember, the safest alien is the one still lost in space.